Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video was a little bit of a mistake but turned out absolutely flawless, and you'll see as I go along how I changed it, but I just thought I'd leave it in. I wouldn't edit it out, just so you can see sometimes not every hairstyle works out. So I parted my hair at the front and took out some sections from the crown of my head to the back of my neck, and then I tied my hair up in a high ponytail because I initially was gonna do a 60s style ponytail hair flick. But for some reason, I've done it so many times, but for some reason today it just wasn't working for me. So I decided then just to work with what I already had and I fixed it. So then I went in after doing the high ponytail, took one part of my hair, and you could part your hair in the middle for this hairstyle, or you could part it to the side, or don't bother parting at all, whichever you want, put it all back. So then I pulled the hair from one side of my hair back and around to cover the bobble at the base of my ponytail. And I just really got it to smooth out a little as I wrapped it around and pushed it up towards the back of my head. And then I just used a few bobby pins to pin it to the back of the ponytail to hide the bobby pin and hide where the hair starts and where the hair ends. And yeah, then I just left that little bit of hair there and I pinned it back with a little bit of hairspray. But sometimes you just really have to keep going and you'll eventually get the final product. Well, actually that didn't really work for me today, but whatever. So then I just did the exact same thing with the other side, a bit of hairspray to smoothen it all down and pushed it all back. But again, you could have bangs and it would still work, or you could have all your hair back and it would still work. So then I just pinned this to the back of my head, and you can't really see, but I just pinned it to the back and it was just hid out of the way. The pin was in the back. Just whatever way I filmed, it didn't look right to put it in. So then what I initially was going to do was going to curl the bottom of my ponytail to do the hair flick. So I still left it in, and my hair was already a little curly. I didn't even know why I was doing this, but I kind of wanted it to flick out a lot more. So I just continued to do it as I was doing a hair flick, and I got my tangle teaser and I just kept brushing it out to make sure it was smooth and then curled up a little. And this is the way you do a hair flick, but I actually already have a different video on it, I think, and I was just going to make this one a little bit different for shorter hair because my hair is a little bit shorter now. But since it didn't work out, I guess my hair is just a little too short at the moment. So then you just want to curl it and release it. And then I kind of noticed here that it wasn't really going to plan. You kind of see on my face where I'm like, oh, what am I even doing here? But yeah, I just continued to curl it, and the end result, as you'll see in a moment, it still turned out bomb, as I'm just kind of waffling on now. So, you know the usual, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. So then I added some back combing, and at this point I really realized that it wasn't going to work no matter what I did. And I tried to pump it up a little, and then I decided, you know what, add a bit of back comb and do some nice fancy bun. So this bun was kind of a new one for me, but it turned out really cool. So what I did after I back combed was I rolled the hair down my fingers and tucked it in the back. I was trying to get it all in the camera angle so you could see, but you see the way I just rolled it in the back, and I stuck in some bobby pins. And you could leave it like this, but as I was looking at it, I was like, I can add a little something extra since I didn't mean to do it. The top of it didn't look particularly nice. So then I just kept going with my hands and with some more bobby pins just to really place it into place and get a little bit of a style going. And as you can see, it's kind of like a big donut bun, but because the hair is parted at the front and it's smoothened over, it does give that little something extra, and you just kind of want to push it forward as you're putting in some pins to really get the volume. And then I just finished off with some hairspray, pulled it really tight, and I always give my hair a little bit of a shake just to test it to make sure it's in style. But you can see this turned out absolutely amazing, and I was so happy with the way it turned out. So yeah, that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this, and sometimes it's nice to kind of show how when you're kind of think you're failing along the way, but you're not really, it's just turning into something else. There's another little shake to make sure it's not going to fall out. But yeah, thank you so much for checking my video. See you in the next one.